You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. A journey into a wondrous land whose boundaries are those of imagination. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
Diane.
What?
Come here and sit down.
In a minute.
What are you doing?
Going for a swim. What does it look like?
Now?
Of course now. Before the sun gets too high.
But you haven't finished your drink yet.
It's not going anywhere, Eddie. Right now, this pool looks positively delicious.
Nice form. I give you a 10.
You'd better say that.
Nice bathing suit, too.
Come on in. The water's fine.
I don't want to get wet.
Why? I gave you some trunks.
They're a little on the large side. Don't you think? They might come off.
Promises, promises.
Diane, please. I'm lonely over here.
All right.
I brought you a towel, Mrs. Templeton.
Thank you, Marty.
Can I get you anything else?
Not just now. I came down to join Mr. Page for a swim.
Yes, ma'am. So I see.
Has Mr. Templeton left yet?
In another few minutes.
Good. I mean, that's fine. Tell him I'll see him when he gets back.
Very good.
Oh, Marty. Is that your name?
Yes, sir.
Would you mind mixing up another one of these? What do you call it?
Mimosa.
Yeah. Another mimosa, s'il vous plaît. Make it 2. One for the lady.
Certainly, sir.
Rub some lotion on my shoulders, would you, Eddie? I wouldn't want to peel.
Sure thing.
Oh, you have such strong hands.
Did he say your husband's still here?
He'll be gone soon. He has a rehearsal.
Oh. He doesn't mind, huh? Me being here and all?
That's what the guest house is for. Friends who come and visit.
But I don't even know him. I hardly even know you. How long has it been? Since yesterday?
I know a friend when I meet one. We are going to be friends, aren't we?
Yeah, you better believe it. Lie down.
What?
So I can do your legs.
Not yet, Eddie. There'll be plenty of time.
They're really red. You don't want to burn, do you?
Oh, you silly boy. Swim a few laps for now. Work it off.
Not on your life. These trunks are a size large.
Maybe that's why I loaned them to you. Stand up.
Oh, no.
Come on, stand up. I'm not going to push you in.
Promise?
Promise. There. Now, turn this way. That's it. Hazel.
Hazel who?
Your eyes. I wanted to see what color they are in the sun.
And yours are green.
So I've been told.
You know, maybe we shouldn't be out here like this.
Why not?
I just saw somebody at the window.
What do you care? We're not doing anything, are we?
No, but if that's your husband, I feel kind of funny.
Why? Because you're all wet?
Hey, you promised.
Didn't you know? Promises are made to be broken.
The young woman is Diane Templeton, the wife of Booth Templeton. In a moment, you'll meet Mr. Templeton himself, the subject of our story, who, up to this point, has remained off-stage. During a long career, he has had the lead in more than 30 Broadway plays. Today, he's a bit late in getting to the theater because, as you will see, he's not feeling up to par. In theatrical terms, his heart's not in the role. Yesterday and its memories are his script of choice, and that being the case, yesterday is exactly what he'll get. Within the hour, his years and troubles will threaten to descend on him like a final curtain. To avoid being crushed, Mr. Booth Templeton must escape from the theater and this world, only to make his debut on another stage in another world, one we call the Twilight Zone.
And now, the Twilight Zone and our story, The Trouble with Templeton, starring Michael York, with Stacy Keach as your narrator.
Ah, yes, yes, fun in the sun.
Good morning, Mr. Templeton.
Oh, hello, Marty.
Ready to pick out a necktie?
I suppose.
Let's see. How about the blue stripes?
I was thinking this one.
Very smart.
Laura gave it to me, it must have been 30 years ago now.
Did she? Excellent taste.
Well, she certainly had that.
Help you with a knot?
No. I can still manage to tie a Windsor, even with these hands.
I had your jacket pressed.
Thank you. Say, Marty?
Yes, sir?
Our new guest at poolside. His name is what?
Page, I believe, sir. Mr. Edward Page.
Page. Has he been here before?
No, sir. He's new.
Aren't they always?
Oh, and don't forget your pills.
Are they new, too?
The same ones, every 3 hours.
Mrs. Templeton is not very discreet these days, is she?
I'm sure I couldn't say.
Well, her discretion was an early casualty. It didn't last long. And now, perhaps she's waiting for the day when these pills won't, do what they're designed to do. Perhaps I'm waiting for that day, too.
Mr. Templeton, you shouldn't say that.
Oh, don't distress yourself, my friend. When a man my age marries a woman her age, he gets exactly what he deserves.
Come now.
I'm ready for my jacket.
Here you are.
Glad you're here. I'm old, Marty.
Mr. Templeton, you'll never be old.
Old, and getting older every minute we stand here. They say, or at least the authors said it in most of my plays, that when a man achieves a certain number of years, he achieves reason and contentment, a reassuring sentiment, only I haven't quite accomplished that yet. Wonder if I ever will.
Mr. Templeton, may I make a suggestion? Well, perhaps this isn't a good day for you to go down to the theater. They're only just beginning rehearsals. I could telephone and explain that you can't start today.
Thank you, Marty, but I'll go there. I shall rehearse this play, and it will open on schedule. I shall cover the years with makeup, and I shall stand in the right place and hope to say the right lines. And when it is over, they'll say to me, "You were wonderful, Mr. Templeton, as usual." And the stage manager will see to it that I'm properly delivered to you, so that you can properly deliver me back here, and I can prepare to do it all over again the following night. I won't see or particularly care about what's going on out there, or in the guest house, or in this house. All I'll want will be to go to bed, Marty, alone. That's the best place for me. Sleep. Oblivion.
Now, sir, you mustn't talk like that.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't love her anymore. I don't remember when I did. You know, I can't recall one single contented moment with Diane. I haven't had many contented moments in my life, though I do recall a few long ago with Laura. Did you know that this was her music box?
Please, Mr. Templeton.
She was the freshest, most radiant creature God ever created. 18 when I married her, Marty. 24 when she died. We didn't have long together, my first wife and I. But I'm forever grateful for those years.
Sir, don't do this to yourself.
You know, there are some moments in life that have an indescribable loveliness to them. The world is transformed. The sky, the sun, a single blade of grass. The simple act of waking up, knowing that each day is full of treasures beyond compare, such as those moments with Laura. They're all I have now. You understand that, Marty?
Yes, Mr. Templeton, I believe I do. But that was...
Don't distress yourself, old friend. I'm all right. I'm quite all right. Now, where's my scarf?
Here, sir. I'll go downstairs and bring the car around.
You do that. Hi-ho, it's off to work I go.
The Savoy, isn't it, sir?
Indeed. The site of countless famous productions. The Locked Rooms of the Heart, the O'Neill One-Acts, and the comedies. Dixie Dugan at the races, her simian husband, so very many.
I see the theatre just ahead.
Well, what do you know? The old marquee is still there. It's so much more dramatic by night. The Great White Way, ablaze with stars. You should have seen it then, Marty.
I did, sir. At least some of it. Not at its peak, of course. But the first Broadway play I ever attended, you had top billing. I waited outside to congratulate you. Remember?
Yes, of course. People did that in those days. Fans, autograph hounds, gathered at the stage door.
Here we are, sir. I'll wait for you in the loading zone.
I might be a while.
Never a problem, Mr. Templeton. I brought my book to read. Unless a policeman comes along, in which case I can circle the block and find a place at the corner or in the alley. I'll keep an eye out for you.
Actually, it shouldn't take long today. First rehearsals are a simple read-through. If you care to go to lunch...
I'll be fine, sir. All part of my job.
Thank you, my friend. Ever loyal.
Not at all. It's an honor.
Well then, once more unto the breach.
Oh, and sir...
Yes?
Do break a leg, so to speak.
Very kind of you. I will. I will. No billboard yet. I remember every time a new one went up...
You're late, Booth.
What's that?
After 12, kiddo.
Is it really?
The boy wonder won't like it.
And who is the boy wonder?
Why, Arthur Willis,
Willis.
the director.
No. You must be mistaken. Duff Mead is our director, a dear friend of mine.
Was. Canned him last night.
Surely not.
We need someone with more pep, zip. Not my racket, but I know what's good and what's bad as well as the next guy. I wanted to drop by this morning and let everybody know that I'm personally interested in this thing. Art Willis is okay with you, isn't he?
Well, I've heard the name, of course, but I don't actually know him. Mr...
I'm Sid Sperry. Remember that name?
Why, I believe
I'm your angel.
Beg pardon?
That's what they call them, isn't it? My money's backing this play.
Oh, yes, Mr. Sperry. I'm rather forgetful about names. Always have been.
Okay by me, just as long as you don't forget your lines.
I'll do my best.
Come on, I'll walk you in. Just stepped outside to have a smoke myself.
Yes, of course. I can hardly wait. Always a pleasure to begin rehearsals.
I'll say this once, just say it now and expect each and every one of you to understand it.
Wonder Boy, I take it.
Shh, the man's a genius.
Michael Franz is producing The Angry Lovers. Mr. Combs has written it. You have all been hired to act in it. And I have been contracted to direct it. So, make no mistake about what we are here to do, and make no mistake about me. A ship has only one captain. I am in charge. I will direct every aspect of the production my way at all times. Is that clear?
Yes, Mr. Willis.
Quite clear, Mr. Willis.
I like that. Like it very much. In control, that boy, right from the start. We're in good hands.
We, Mr.
Sperry, Templeton, Sperry.
Oh, yes, Mr. Sperry. I apologize. How impolite of me. I won't forget again.
I'm sure you won't.
So, now that we're all here...
Almost all of us.
The elder member of the cast. Call us home.
Yes, Mr. Willis.
Call him and tell him that if he's not here, I'll have no choice but...
That won't be necessary.
Well, well.
Booth Templeton, Mr. Willis, is it?
Never mind, Janine.
Yes, sir.
So, you finally decided to put in an appearance.
No offense intended. How do you do?
Hello.
Welcome. It's a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
Some members of this company are young. Some are old. But neither condition precludes any of us, young or old, from ignoring the basics. Cooperation is what is required in my plays. When I direct, there is no cult of personality. But there are 3 significant dates in the life of any play: the first day of rehearsal, opening night, and closing night. The last 2 are intimately related to and dependent upon the first. Therefore, the first day of rehearsal is an extremely important day, the bedrock of any production.
Of course, my mistake. But now that
When I call rehearsal for 12 o'clock, Templeton, I mean 12 o'clock for everyone, young and old. Everyone in his place and ready to work. Are you ready to work with us, Templeton?
Why,
I asked you a question. I expect an answer. Speak up, Templeton. Templeton, speak up, man.
No, I'm...
Where does he think he's going?
The stage door.
Come back here.
Oh, come back.
Templeton, you come back here right now.
There he is. Is it really him?
Booth Templeton.
Yeah, Mr. Templeton. You were really wonderful. May I have your autograph?
But
Please, Mr. Templeton, sign my program.
Oh, mine too.
You don't understand.
Yeah, could you sign my program?
What's all this?
I've seen every play you've been in, Mr. Templeton.
I've never missed a performance.
You're my favorite actor.
I think you're the best, Mr. Templeton.
Why, thank you.
When are you going to Hollywood to be in talking pictures?
Talking picture?
Have you met Greta Garbo?
You'd be great together.
Just one autograph, please.
Sign mine.
That profile. So handsome.
Please, I'm very tired. If you'd let me through.
This way.
What?
Around the corner.
Can't believe I just met Booth Templeton.
Bye, Mr. Templeton. See you tomorrow for the matinee.
They won't follow you. Don't worry. You're a star.
Am I? I was once. Where's Marty?
Who?
May I ask what is going on?
Huh?
Those taxi cabs. Why are they all so ancient?
Look new to me. There. Now you're in the clear.
Thank you.
Think nothing of it. Always glad to help. You know that.
You look familiar. Have we met?
Now you're ribbing me, Mr. Templeton. You know my name. Anderson, the stage manager.
Anderson. Oh, yes. Wait a minute. What's this?
What's what?
This billboard, how long has it been here?
Oh, a few days, I guess. Since they started previews. What's the matter? Don't you like it?
I do. But it's a collector's item.
Will be, I guess, if you sign it.
Hold on. Why is it on the side of the building? Savoy Theatre, Booth Templeton in The Great Seed, 1927's biggest hit.
Yep. I never read reviews so good. You're going to get an award for this one.
1927? That's 35 years ago. Written and directed by Barney Pfluger. Barney?
He sure is good, huh, Mr. Templeton? Another winner for both of you.
What year is this?
There you go again, pulling my leg.
Most assuredly not. I have to know.
All right. It's 1927. What else could it be?
But that's not possible.
Oh, I almost forgot. I got a message to deliver.
A message?
Yeah, your wife called.
My wife?
Yeah, on the backstage phone. I guess she's seen the play lots of times, huh?
What's her name?
You mean to tell me you got more than one wife?
Her name, man.
Why, it's Laura. Same as always. Isn't it?
That's not very funny.
No? Sounded like her.
But Laura's dead.
Well, if she is, she's the best-looking ghost I ever saw. No offense.
Where's Laura? Where is she?
But she said for you to meet her at your regular place.
Where is that? For the love of God, man.
Relax. It ain't far. That club, the private one.
What?
You know, Freddie Iachina's down the street.
When?
She's there now.
Oh, it isn't possible. Freddie Iachina's, the way it used to be. Unmarked because of the prohibition. I'd know this door anywhere.
Yeah?
Freddie.
Oh, hi, Mr. Templeton. Come on in.
Freddie, it is you.
What'd you expect?
But I'd swear this is your old speakeasy.
Can't be too careful these days. Always expecting a raid or something.
Why, this is fantastic.
Where the elite meet to eat. Nick! Make my friend a drink.
What'll it be?
Nothing right now.
Suit yourself.
One Manhattan, one old-fashioned, a screwdriver, and a glass of beer. Table 7.
Coming right up.
Freddie, my wife.
Yeah?
Is she here?
Sure. Came in a little while ago.
But she's not at our usual table.
Table 3, over there. What do you have tonight? Steaks or chops?
Nothing. Nothing. Freddie, we're not staying very long.
If you change your mind, let me know.
I will.
Oh, Barney, you're a scream.
Laura? Is it you?
Hi!
Hey, Booth! We didn't wait, as you can see.
Barney? Barney Pfluger?
The same. Don't know him as to love him.
But I haven't seen you in years.
It only seems that long. How soon they forget. Sit down, old man. I'll be right back.
Laura. Laura, darling.
Booth, my goodness. Relax. The Kansas City steak's great tonight. So juicy. Bite?
Laura?
What's the matter, honey? You look worried.
I hurried over as soon as I heard.
Heard of what? Ugh, Booth. How many times have I told you to take off your makeup before you come in here?
Makeup?
This isn't the green room. It makes you look old.
Laura, darling, let's go somewhere else.
We already are somewhere else.
I mean, where it's quieter, where there aren't so many people.
Well, I happen to like people. The more the merrier.
I want to talk to you.
Why?
Well, about several things. Very important things.
Well, I want to have a good time. Oh, yoo-hoo!
Yes?
Could you get me another one of these, please? And make it the good stuff, not that watered-down hooch.
Coming right up, Mrs. Templeton.
But I have to talk to you.
So go ahead. I'm all ears.
Oh, Laura, darling, where do I begin? I don't know why I'm here or for how long. All I know is I'm here.
Do tell.
And I want to make good use of the time. I want to have you alone to myself.
Oh, Booth, don't be dull.
I'm back. Miss me?
Not particularly.
You gonna eat, old chap?
What?
If you are, better get your order in now. The new band's swell.
Laura, Barney.
So are the steaks. The chops are a bit chewy, though.
He's right, honey.
Now listen to me, you two. I have something important to say.
So do I. Barney, do you have those pages with you?
Pages?
The script you were working on. Let me see it.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I need something to fan myself with. It's so hot tonight.
Oh! Yeah, it certainly is. Be my guest.
Your drink.
Thanks, Toots.
Laura, we need to talk now before anything else happens.
What could happen, old boy? The police won't come in here. Hey, George! Bring me another. And one for the gentleman, too.
Coming right up.
I'd be glad to get into a cold tub.
Laura, please, put that down. Give it here.
Look at you, Booth. You're ridiculous. Will you tell me one thing?
But that's what I'm trying to...
Why on this glad green earth are you wearing an overcoat on a night like this? I mean, really. You look like Rudy Valley.
I'm not so sure that it is a glad green earth. Oh, Laura, darling, Barney, I'm not so certain of this earth or anything else right now. Please, listen to me, won't you?
Don't be such a wet blanket.
Listen! Something's happened. Something very strange. Please, try to understand. This isn't makeup. I have grown older, darling. In another world for many, many lonely years. I've had only a memory of you to live on. You too, Barney. Why, you were my best friend. But both of you have been only memories for a long time. And now, tonight, or today, or whatever it is, wherever I am in space and time, I have you back again. You're alive. You didn't die. Life is going on here. It's as if you never died, either of you. You do understand, don't you?
Oh, sure.
Laura, do you understand?
Come on, let's have a good time, huh?
Laura, why are you so different? I don't remember you drinking like this.
Well, that's the kind of hairpin I am, Booth. That's just the way it is. I mean, what did you expect?
Yes, old chap. What did you expect?
I don't know. But you were my love, Laura. Everywhere, at all times. Why, we couldn't walk down a street or sit in a restaurant without everyone knowing that we were in love.
Are you finished?
I don't like what you've become.
Oh, really, Booth?
He's having us on, that's it.
Shut up. Shut up, both of you.
You silly old fool of a man.
Laura, come away from here.
That's for me. Who wants to dance?
Laura, come with me now.
Hey, take your hands off.
Stop it. Stop it.
Leave me alone. Why don't you go back where you came from? We don't want you here.
Laura, you slapped me.
Oh, leave me alone.
See here, Booth. Let's not have a scene.
Isn't anyone going to dance with me? How about you, Barney?
Oh, no. I can't do the Charleston. You know that.
Come on, you old stick in the mud. Let's cut a rug.
Look at that girl dance.
I say, Laura, you're a real flapper.
Stop! Stop, I tell you!
Something wrong here?
Yes! It's all wrong. She won't listen.
Take it easy, Mr. Templeton. Have a good time.
That's the problem. Time. Who knows how long this will last? It's a gift. Every moment of it, every second. I can't let her squander it.
Have a round on the house.
No, you don't understand.
I'd say you're the one who doesn't understand, old boy. This place is for the young. If you can't get with it, perhaps you should go somewhere else.
You're mad, all of you.
Come on, Mr. Templeton. You don't fit in.
Freddie's right. You don't.
Why won't you listen? I didn't ask to come here.
Are you sure? Perhaps you did. And now that you're here, you're miserable. Well, why ruin it for us? Don't you see? This simply isn't for you. Not anymore.
Maybe you should listen to him. We don't want any trouble.
I don't want any trouble either, but you don't know what it's like. Seeing my wife, my best friend...
Come along now. Peaceful life. Get some air.
Yes, that's what I need to clear my head.
Right this way.
See you in the funny papers, old boy.
Dance, girl, dance. Go, 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 go.
See you some other time, Barney.
I don't think so.
Oh, Barney, what have we done?
What we had to do.
I miss him.
Me too.
Do you think he knows?
If not right away, then later. He'll figure it out.
But when, Barney?
It's for his own good. You love him, don't you?
I do.
Then try to remember that. Hold on to it. For his sake.
Say, will you look at that?
Is that him?
Sure is.
Mr. Templeton?
What do you want?
My wife's your biggest fan.
We just saw the great seed. You were brilliant.
Great show.
I'm sorry,
May I have your autograph?
Not now, please.
What are you? Stuck up?
All we want's an autograph.
Very well, then. There. Oh. I'm afraid I must be going. It's fantastic. The cars, the clothing, just as they were. The lights, the marquees.
Find her all right, Mr. Templeton?
What?
Your wife.
Oh, yes. Yes, Harvey. I suppose I should thank you.
Where you headed now?
I honestly don't know.
Need a cab?
Yes. No. I mean, my driver. Where has he gone?
Your driver?
His name is Marty. He said he'd wait for me in front. But that was hours ago. It was still daylight.
I don't follow.
Never mind. It's not possible for him to be there and here as well.
I always hail you a cab. Most nights, at least. When you're not going over to Freddie's.
Harvey, may I ask a favor of you?
You bet.
Just listen to me for a moment. Don't say anything. I want to confirm something.
Shoot.
Well, you see, I seem to be having a problem with my memory.
It happens to the best of us.
I'm serious. I honestly don't know what I'm doing here. The last thing I remember, I was in the theater, the Savoy. This is the Savoy, isn't it?
Better be, or I'm working the wrong place.
I was here this afternoon to begin rehearsals.
For what? This one just opened. Going to run for months, if you ask me.
a director named Willis, the boy wonder of Broadway.
Never heard of him.
The play was called The Angry Lovers.
Yeah? What were they angry about?
It doesn't matter.
Well, that's where I beg to differ. My wife and me, we never go to bed mad. Do that and you drive yourself crazy. Whatever happened, that's that. The past is the past. Future lies ahead. You know what I mean?
I think I see your point.
Take it from me. Let sleeping dogs lie. Keep moving. Don't let the grass grow. Am I right or am I right?
Quite right, I should say.
Well, if you don't need me, I better go back inside. You sure you're okay?
No, but I suppose that's okay too. It'll have to be.
And take off your overcoat.
What?
It's too hot tonight. You'll get heat prostration.
Oh, thank you, Harvey. I'll do that.
Don't mention it. See you tomorrow, Mr. Templeton.
Why did I wear this blasted thing? What was in the pocket? Oh, Barney's latest play. Not a very long one. Looks like a rough draft. What in the... What to do when Booth comes back? Setting, table and speakeasy. Enter Booth as Laura throws back her head and laughs too shrilly. Laura. Oh, Barney, you're a scream. Booth? Laura, is it you? Barney. Hi, Booth. We didn't wait, as you can see. Booth? Barney? Barney Pfluger? Barney? The same. To know him is to love him. Sit down, old chap. I don't believe this. It is a script, but for what? Laura, why don't you go back where you came from? We don't want you here. They were acting the whole time. But why? For me? Yes. Yes, that's it. They wanted to tell me something, to leave them here, in the past, to go back to my own life and live it. That's what they wanted me to understand.
I say let him go. He can be replaced.
I don't know, Sid. He's a major star.
He was.
He's still a draw. If we make the announcement now, it will sound like the production's in trouble.
There he is now.
Let me handle this.
Templeton.
Mr. Willis, I presume.
One question. Are you in? Or are you out?
I am definitely in. And it is definitely Mr. Templeton, especially to one so young as you.
Now, wait a minute.
Excuse me, Mr.
Sperry. If you have something to say to me...
I do, Mr. Sperry, and it is simply this. I never allow anyone not directly connected with the production to attend my rehearsals. That is a matter best left to the artist you hire to do their job, which, as I understand it, is to give you a hit play.
Say...
And your job is to remain out of sight and not interfere. In fact, I insist upon it.
Just who do you think you are?
I don't think, I know. The name is Booth Templeton.
Yeah, well, I don't care.
Sidney, run along.
But
I said I'll handle it.
Yeah, right, all right. But see that you do.
Now then, shall we start rehearsal?
I'd like that, Mr. Templeton. I guess I came on too strong before. I don't blame you for taking a break.
Think nothing of it, young man. What's past is past.
I like your attitude.
I've just had a remarkable experience. For a moment, I almost forgot who I am, and when. I couldn't possibly expect you to comprehend. Perhaps I'll tell you about it someday.
I look forward to it.
Booth Templeton. Is that you?
I don't believe I... Harvey?
Yes, sir. Good to see you, sir.
Harvey Anderson, you're still stage manager at the Savoy after all these years?
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Like I always say, the future lies ahead.
Everyone, break time's over.
Do you know, Mr. Willis, you were right. The first day of rehearsal is the most important date in the life of a play. And this will be our first day to begin anew.
How do you do, Mr. Templeton?
My pleasure.
An honor to be working with you, sir.
The honor is mine.
I admire you so much.
Me too, sir.
No, not at all, not at all. Now, let's roll up our sleeves and get to work, shall we? We have a play to put on.
Mr. Booth Templeton, who shares with most human beings a hunger to recapture the distant past, moments that soften and blur with the years. But in this case, the characters from his past blocked his return and sent him back to his own time, because for the living, the future always lies ahead. Mr. Booth Templeton, who discovered in his pocket a round-trip ticket to the Twilight Zone.
Hi, this is Carl Amari, producer of the Twilight Zone radio dramas. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our official website at twilightzoneradio.com, where you'll get the latest news and information on these Twilight Zone radio dramas. Plus, at twilightzoneradio.com, you can digitally download 3 free episodes or any of our episodes for only $1.95 each. In this age of ever-changing technology, we've decided to make these episodes instantly available to you by making the Twilight Zone radio dramas a digital download-only series. This means that this series will no longer be offered on CD. The CD collections at our website are now being offered while supplies last at buy one, get one free. So be sure to get your favorites before they're sold out. Be sure to visit us often, and I'll see you in the zone.
The Trouble with Templeton, starring Michael York, with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was adapted for radio by Dennis Etchison and written for The Twilight Zone by E. Jack Newman. Heard in the cast were Mike Starr, Rebecca Spence, Nick Sandys, Frenette Lebo, Rick Arthur, David Darlow, Doug James, Tom McElroy, Roy Anderson, Tom Lally, Carl Amari, Linda Ryder, Terry Lopez, and Vince Amari. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises and the Rod Serling estate for making this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari for Falcon Picture Group. Sound design and custom Foley effects for The Twilight Zone by Cerny American creatives Bob Benson, Craig Lee, Michael Slaybach, and Matt Sorrow. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to contact us, visit our official website at twilightzoneradio.com. Doug James speaking.